Welcome back to Deep Thought. We're going through Sonic Adventure 1, and well, that was a pretty fun level we had there, but now we have to go back to the stupid hub world.
And the stupid little, boss coming up.
Yeah.
Well, it's this particular boss incoming that is just, really fucking dumb.
Which one?
All of them.
Hey, Knuckles, what's up?
Christ.
Not yet.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm sure that animation looked great years ago.
Not really.
No, the texture in particular looks really horrible here. Like, there's got to be like a 50 by 50 image that they've just stretched across the whole floor.
Hey, at least it's better than the Grass and Hyrule Warriors.
But the Grass and Hyrule Warriors is awesome. It's not obnoxious at all.
Shut up.
Oh no. Oh no. Give it your best. Oh no.
That was difficult, right?
See?
Oh no.
Yeah, like, we just missed the entire fight just because of how pathetic it is. And we'll get another one like that later on as well, but it's just like knock into him 3 times and that's literally fucking it.
I like how the fire on the back of Eggman's ship has no actual animation.
No, it's just sort of there.
I also forgot to mention in the last episode, the place where we went to get to the ice cap, it was a cave, but the wall exploded.
And it looks like a gaping vagina.
That it does.
Sort of. But it just exploded for no reason. Like, when I first played it, I'm like, why did that wall just explode all of a sudden?
I think the implication is there's like these archaeologist non-playable characters you see sort of around the game and they're exploring, but it still doesn't explain why it's just that randomly falls apart in one hit. Even if they had like a guy by the very entrance rather than just like a little way in like he is there, like it just make a bit more sense. Like you could think, just removing yourself from it a little bit. I think, okay, well they've opened up this new place to explore. Like I get that, but no, it just falls.
The real answer is who the fuck gives a shit? It's a Sonic game.
It's obviously erosion.
Very fast erosion.
Oh man. If this takes place in the future, then we're fucked.
And now time for the absolute worst part of the game.
No, the second worst. I consider Sky Chase to be even more boring.
Actually, I'd say they're tied. But like both of them are things that if I were to direct a remake of this game, like an actual remake, I would just remove this fight and Sky Chase.
That's less likely than you not being a virgin.
Fuck you. No, but like that's like if there were 2 parts you were gonna replace with something else, it would be Chaos 4 and Sky Chase. Because fuck them, they
No,
both
what
suck.
I'd do just to piss off Flame is I'd actually have 2 Chaos 4 fights for each character, and I'd add a 3rd Sky Chase just for fun.
Oh wait, so we're gonna have like Gamma jumping about on the lily pads here.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I don't care for Sky Chase either, but these bosses, I didn't really love any of them, but I didn't hate any of them either.
The only boss fight I hate in this game is the Egg Viper, but I'll leave that till we get to it.
Egg Viper's alright.
The Egg Viper's fun.
Oh no, we'll get to it.
Yeah, if I were to summarise this boss, it's basically the Sonic rivals of this game. It's boring. It's boring and there's not much redeeming to it, so it's just a case of grind on through.
Yeah, it's also a bit finicky jumping onto the lily pads and stuff.
You get used to it after a while, like just his pattern, but sometimes you notice he gets into like a lock thing where it takes him forever to stick his head back up. And granted, that is the boss being smart, but still, I'd appreciate it if he didn't.
I'd appreciate it if you'd let me kill me now, fam.
And I'm not sure if this is just my eyes fucking up, but I could swear like there's a few frame drops here whenever he does that ball attack.
I think so.
There was, those were frame drops.
Lovely.
It's not perfect. I have to re-record it.
Well, if it's the game, there's fuck all I can do to re-record it and make it right.
Oh no, it's not a consistent 60 ruined forever. This isn't a good PC game.
It's actually an Xbox 360 game.
But like, still, if it's a game from like late 90s, early 2000s, I expect them to be able to put it to run smooth.
Oh wow, these in-game graphics are amazing.
This is probably where all the money went.
Well, they spent a third of the money on these animated, proper cutscenes. They spent another third on pizza, and I think the rest just sort of got spread across everything else in the game.
No, the other like third of it got like spent on Big the Cat, and then there was just this tiny little bit of money left, which they used for everything else.
Yeah, possible.
Look at that wonderful texturing. Adieu!
Speaking of textures, I believe I read somewhere that members of the team actually went out to places around the world to photograph like certain areas to use in the game.
That is kind of common practice to my knowledge, just to get like reference photos for their artists to kind of make it look more
AKA
realistic.
paid vacations.
Yeah.
Couldn't they just like look it up online?
They could, but getting a better sense of scale.
I mean, there was online back then.
Yeah, but it would take like a year to like load up an image.
Still, research better than like spending thousands of dollars on vacation.
Yeah, but the staff need to convince them to let them do work, quotations.
Yeah, well, either way, I don't think it paid off because these textures don't look good and they have not held up quite well.
Yeah, I think they look all... okay, the textures themselves aren't that good, but I think the color scheme in this game and general art direction is good.
Oh yeah, the use of colour's great. But anyway, nice to see this is all set on Tracy Island. Because that's got to be like some intentional homage to it. It's just too close, like with the palm trees moving and shit. But it's just disappointing it leads us into fucking Sky Chase.
Do we even need to talk about Sky Chase?
Well, we've got to pad out time because we got to do it anyway, fam.
I know of a way to pad out time. It's a classic, even way to pad out time.
Okay, wake me up when you're done.
No, you're all gonna get involved in this. So, what was your first experience? I'll start with you, Mia. What was your first experience with Sonic Adventure 1?
Basically as a kid, I went into a game shop, I saw Sonic Adventure 1 and thought, hey, this looks cool. And I convinced my mom to buy it for me or something like that. I can't remember exactly the specifics. Then I brought it home, I played it, and yes, it was fucking good.
Nice. What about you, Flame?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, this was the first Sonic game I actually, gave a shit about. I think it was around 2000, like Christmas 2000, if I'm recalling correctly. I just got a Dreamcast and got this with it for Christmas that year, and that was pretty much.
That was a great long-term investment.
Yeah, this is what fucked me up for life. But I remember I got a few other games, but this was pretty much all I played for a year straight because I fucking love this game, and there's a joke about me being autistic to make it, but I'm not sure I should. But that was like my first proper obsession, and so I played that, and then a few years later got the DX version on GameCube because I've got a GameCube before, I might as well. And so played that. I've probably played this game like full playthroughs, getting close to triple figures now because I love this game to pieces, just like I do with SAT. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a lot of history with this game.
So I think you mentioned earlier in the series TSP, but what was your first experience with Sonic Adventure?
I can't really remember, but I'll just go with when I first got the game Christmas Day. I got it with the Dreamcast, same as Flame. Christmas 2000 also, I think. And I just remember hoisting the Dreamcast above my head, like so fucking excited to play the game. I grew up with the Genesis games, so I was like really...
There's no such thing as a Genesis.
Shut up, Mia. I grew up with the Genesis games, so I was like really fucking excited to see Sonic in 3D and play him in 3D. And it was really everything I expected it to be in more, well, except Knuckles. I really was disappointed with Knuckles, but the Sonic parts are like really fucking great to me.
I still remember the first time I played Big the Cat Story, I shed a tear.
Yeah, I was just I just enjoy THP's wording of like it was everything I have imagined and more. Like I like to imagine you as a young kid, like playing Sonic 1 or whatever, and just running through Marble Zone and thinking, I know what this needs: fishing.
Well, I meant when I first saw Adventure, and like played the game.
Yeah, Big was heavily under-advertised.
Yeah, Big's the highlight.
Also, Atari sound effect.
Yeah, I love how it doesn't last for Sonic to get all the way down. So instead of like trying to drag it out or digitally modify it or anything, they let it finish and play it again.
Also, it's a lolly.
That it is.
This cutscene's so stupid.
You're not who I'm looking for, but you'll do. Get that skirt off.
and that was the start of Sonic's downfall.
You mean working with Michael Jackson wasn't?
Oh Christ.
Mia, I think this game's ready for everyone.
I don't care.
Anyway, we've got another little power up to get here.
Why didn't you get the crystal ring earlier, Flame?
Because fuck you.
It's not necessary.
So what? It's not necessary now. It's a completely optional upgrade, but you could have gotten it before you went to Casinopolis, but you chose not to. You could have made the playthrough a whole lot better and more complete by going for this crystal ring earlier, but no! You ruined this playthrough!
I kind of did that to start with, because I'm not that great at this. I've run into fuckloads of walls already. Oh goody, it's Amy Rose.
Pantsu!
At least she looks much better than she did in Sonic Adventure 2.
I saw Pantsu.
Yeah, like, you need a fucking pantsuit counter or something, because this game likes to force upskirts every opportunity it gets.
It doesn't even force them, they're all accidental, I think.
Well, they've, like, you do get framing, where it's like, they knew this was going to happen.
I don't care, Pantsu.
Yeah, each their own.
I wish they were more detailed, Pantsu.
This is your criticism of this game.
Well, there wasn't enough big levels, but
It's an E-rated game, like THP said.
it's not. It's fine then. Up the rating a bit. I don't care. If it gets me more Pantsu, I don't care.
E10 plus.
But,
Shaw gives E10 plus. So.
Also, this is my creepy rapist theme. I literally just imagine myself chasing after some innocent, like, young girl, just with that song playing on my iPod as I chase them down.
Yeah. I take responsibility for everything that everyone says on here, and I would really like it if you wouldn't say anything that's going to be troublesome for other people to hear.
Fine, I'll trigger your privilege somewhere else.
Well, that's not that. I just don't want to be arrested.
Come and find me, police.
Yeah, this is going into Twinkle Park, and this level, it's sort of...
Awesome.
It is, except for this fucking bumper car section that I get hit nearly every fucking time, and this was probably like my 15th, 20th attempt.
Yeah, but that's just because you don't want to get hit. I don't, like, care.
I don't like things that like screw me over when it's not really my fault. It normally hits you when you're mid-animation of jumping into the car and something else rams into you. That's why I went out of my way to take them all out. Which surely drags. But after that, this level's great.
Yeah, this section sucks. The controls... This is basically Route 101, but a lot shorter. This remix okay.
And not shitty.
I suppose.
And God, this music.
It is fucking good.
It's a remix of Panic Puppet Act 1 from 3D Blast, and it's just so fun. I say Act 1 because Act 2 doesn't have the same melody at all.
Yeah, no, it was one of them games that they switched out. Like, some of the older games did that, others didn't.
The remix of Green Grove Zone could have been either level, although it was obviously a bit more influenced by Act 1. But whereas Act 2 of Panic Puppet is just a completely different song.
Ah, yeah.
They have no similarities whatsoever, it's just a completely different song, so that's why I decided to specify.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't want people in the comments specifying for me.
Yeah, I'm assuming this level takes place indoors, because otherwise I'm pretty sure Sonic would be dead by now.
Sonic's breathed in space before.
I suppose, but that was mainly when he was supersonic.
No.
I don't
Yes,
think it's indoors. I just think it's nighttime. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
really hard to tell.
In Sonic 2, Sonic breathes in space.
Yeah, same for K. Like, yeah, Sonic, they just put him in space whenever the fuck they feel like it. Who cares? Yeah.
He can survive space, but not underwater.
You know, like consistency. Who needs it?
You forgot to save that little animal.
Who cares?
You meanie. Why did you avoid the checkpoint?
Checkpoints are for pussies.
You're a pussy.
Well, this is a no-hit run, so it's not like he's gonna get hit. It's not like I'm gonna have to worry about it.
Well, no, it's a thing I do. So that was by accident.
Hey, look, it's Amy's section. Oh, there goes Amy's section.
Yeah. Well, there's also a big section, to be fair.
Well, yeah, well, big section is just the best because it's just that most memorable section of the level. I literally like I said before, I shed a tear the first... That's awful. I shed a tear the first time I played Big the Cat Story, just over how innovative the gameplay was.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, it's just processing the emotional connection between Big and Froggy. It's so beautiful. Wait, oh shit, I said that out loud.
Is it just me, or is it weird? Is there something weird about the controls in this section? Like something feels like it's pulling you forward.
I kind of did get that feeling when I was doing like another run earlier. Like, I don't think it's necessarily control. I think it's because a lot of things are like on ramps and hills and shit, and so it kind of feels a little bit disorienting, I guess. But that's probably about it. I don't think there's anything other going on, like physics-wise or anything. I think it is just because of like the level layout.
I don't know. It just feels weird.
Yeah, how do you feel that Sonic controlled in this game, guys?
Really good.
Really good.
I think the control is the best I ever got in a 3D Sonic game for me in this one.
What he
Probably,
said.
yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're all right. They work.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Even better than Adventure 2. I think he's... In this game, I think... Well, at least it feels to me that he's more faster in this game than Adventure 2, which I like.
I agree with what he said, except the part where he said more faster, because that's actually technically incorrect grammar. It's actually just faster. You can't say more faster, so just saying.
You should teach English, Mia.
Yes, I should.
Yeah, I can do the talking real good, like.
Yes, children, how do you spell pussy? P-U-S...
S-I-E. You're wrong!
Now, how do you spell pantsu?
Anyway.
Well, actually, no, I know how to differentiate between what is technically an English word and what is not. And pantsu, as far as I can tell, is not a real English word. It's just a slang word made up. It's not
It's
going to be found
Spanish.
in the dictionary.
You're right, THP. Maybe she should be an English teacher.
But Speed Highway.
Speed Highway. I like this level.
Oh, yeah. I love this music track. Run through the Speed Highway for Speed Highway.
Yeah. It's just like, this is, when I think of Adventure, this is like the right level they picked for Generations, I think. Like, other than maybe a couple of others that could have been adapted, but like, this is just, it's representative of Adventure, and it's
Hot
just...
Shelter, fam. As big.
Fuck that, no.
The emotional struggle to get Froggy out of that fish tank. It just made me cry. And that's what they should have used in Generations. It should have just been a fishing level. Just take the pace away from the game. As to quote Dr. Eggman in that game, time for a change of pace. And that's what that level could have used. But instead they decided to go with this level, which is probably one of the best Sonic levels, I'll admit. But they just could have done so much better by having it be Big's level. Also, Big should have fished here. Here.
Yeah, here in particular.
You know, I'm sure someone has enough time on their hands to make a mod of that.
Do it, fam.
I would love to have seen like Big chasing Froggy down this section here. That'd be beautiful.
And you have to like position the fishing rod like in the right place so that you catch him. And if he hits the glass, it's game over because no one could survive that.
Other than Sonic.
Except Sonic, yeah, but
Yeah, so the level is mostly good. This last section, I think it kind of pales into comparison to the other ones.
oh
but
no, the
it's-
music makes up for it. This is
Yeah.
just oh my god, the music here is at dawn.
Yeah, this is at dawn for Speed Highway.
Even though this is not a speed highway in my opinion, I don't know why it's in the same like level. I still love this section. I wish it was more of a different area though, because I don't see how this is really a speed highway. It's more like speed streets.
Yeah, it's a weird transition as well, where it goes from day to night.
Well, it's at dawn, so it's kind of like, you know, Sonic's running through the other part at like 5 a.m., then the sun rises, and this is like 7 a.m.
We'll see you next time, guys. Yeah, managed to get in there, yeah.
You did it, Sonic.